Hello and welcome to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar. In this video we'll be answering the question, what is a present participle? You can spot a present participle as a form of a verb that's ending in ing. If we look at words that end in an E, when forming their present participle, we remove the letter E. So for example, with write, why don't you try following my advice? It ends in an E, so you need to remove that letter and replace it with the verb ending of a present participle. Hit pause if you need time to think. So, you should have realised that write becomes writing with its present participle form. It's also important for you to know that present participles use the auxiliary verb to be to form verb phrases that show the action is ongoing. If it's a present participle, we're saying that the action is happening as we speak. So for example, I am quoting you in this statement. I'd like you to be able to identify the present participle, but also the form of the auxiliary verb to be. Hit pause if you need thinking time. So, I am quoting you in this statement. I am is the first person form of the verb to be. And quoting is the present participle of the verb quote, to quote. Additionally, present participles can form adjective phrases without the help of auxiliary verbs, as shown through the phrase, the walking tour. It's referring to a tour that's done by foot, but it uses the ing. Now it's your turn. Spot the participles in each of the 4 sentences and hit pause if you need thinking time. What did you find? Aside from realising that these are present participles, it's probably important that you also realised that there was a form of the verb to be in each example, which I've highlighted for you. Lee is playing well in the match. Playing is obviously the present participle, but is the third person form of the verb to be. Graham is rowing this weekend. Rowing is obviously the present participle, and likewise we have the third person of the verb to be. Martha is shopping for her nana. And finally, Drew is making millions of pounds in business. The whole point of a present participle is that it reports back on action that is ongoing. It's important that you remember you can easily spot it with an ing in regular verbs. Irregular verbs do something slightly different. What's most critical is that you realise that the verb to be can be very helpful when forming present participles, as we often need the help of these auxiliary verbs to make sense of how this present participle is operating. So look out for words ending in ing. They may be present participles. If you see the forms of the verb to be beside them, then you may be looking at a present participle. Why not subscribe to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar for all things English, literary and grammatical?